Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood Pokeprof here. We got something interesting this time around. As many of you guys know, I try to be a bit of a Let's Player. I usually just show games that I really enjoy and I really like to share. But I've never done a really good proper Let's Play. My Spider-Man Separation Anxiety Let's Play was horrible sound, horrible quality, just all around horrible, and I didn't end up enjoying the game anyway. And Castle Crashers, while I did with a bunch of my friends and was fun, the main problem was that I just didn't know anything about the game really. So it wasn't as, so to say, interesting as I would have preferred to be. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to do a full-on proper Let's Play. This means it's going to be a game that I've gone through and finished. I've done this game 100%. I've gone through and played through the game before, of course. And I know some, hopefully, interesting things about the game. And I really just wanted to share with you guys. With all that said, let's go into the wonderful world of Psychonauts here. One of the more interesting opening sequences here just get to be in the brain. As you can see, I've tried to do different games and whatnot here. You can actually continue from your save game. And yes, I'm using the PC version. My old version on the PlayStation 2 kinda is scratched to hell. So yeah. I'm not good at keeping good care of my games. But let's just start a proper new game and we'll really get to show everything here. Just a heads up, there's a lot of dialogue in this game, so I'll be trying not to talk over the important bits, but I will be talking over some. Let's jump in. Raz. Jump in, Raz. There we go.
The human mind. 600 miles of synaptic fiber. 5.5 ounces of cranial fluid, 1,500 grams of complex neural matter, a 3-pound pile of dreams.
And I believe all that's accurate, actually.
But I'll tell you what it really is. It is the ultimate battlefield and the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damp, curvaceous undulations.
Yes, he's got a
From
beam
this
for the
day
brain.
forward, you are all psychic soldiers, paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives. This is our beachhead, and this is your landing craft. You shall engage the enemy in his own mentality. You shall chase his dreams. You shall fight his demons. You shall live his nightmares. And those of you who fight well, you will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. In other words, Psychonauts. The rest of you will die.
This is why S.H.I.E.L.D. has better lifetime services.
Oh, Maury.
Children, you are not going to die.
Well, if you're not a psychonaut, then you might as well be dead.
They told me this was a summer camp.
Dogen. Don't worry about old Coach Oleander. I've been coming here for years, and trust me, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, Dogen, Lily's right. You don't got nothing to worry about. Except for that giant monster in the lake I was telling you about.
Bobby Zilch, I told you to stop scaring people with that ridiculous old legend. I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfectly safe paths of Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. And we don't want to scare our special guests, Superstar Psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Whoa! Light monster!
Formation.
this thing? Quick, bring it over here.
What is it?
It's just a little boy. What's your name, darling?
I'll find out. Kid, get in! Ugh.
Maybe I should do an ass counter for that.
My name
Starts with a D.
is Rasputin. But everybody calls me Raz.
Please don't kill us, lake monster!
Nom 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 nom.
Compelling. Armored like a tank.
Sorry I'm late. I don't want to disrupt your briefing, Agent Oleander. Agents 9, Vodello, please, continue.
Where do you think you're going?
You've broken into a highly classified remote government training facility.
I know. Isn't it great? Listen, why don't I just sit over here quietly with my fellow Psychonauts? Hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
We need to have this young man taken from here immediately.
I'll call his parents.
What? But don't you train Psychonauts here?
Yes, darling, but...
To soar across the astral plane. To wage psychic warfare against the enemies of free thought.
That is what I wrote on the front of the pamphlet.
Those words are why I'm here, Coach Oleander. Do you remember what you wrote on the inside of that pamphlet? You were born with a special gift. But the people around you treat it like a curse. Your mother is afraid of you. And your father looks at you with shame in his eyes. Come to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, and you can show them all. Back home, your powers make you a loner, an outcast, a circus freak. But in this dojo, in this psychic dojo, they make you a hero.
Get that soldier a bunk.
Now, darling, you can stay here for a few days until your parents come for you, but we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Wowie, you're so lucky. You get to go home soon.
Home? Back there, I was just like you were, Dogen. Punished by my own family for having powers I never asked for. But here, I have a chance to be something, to make a difference. They may come for me, Dogen, but they'll be looking for Raz, the boy. What they're going to find, what they don't expect, is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
No. Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda. But now I wear this special hat. Wanna try it on?
No.
But he has mental defenses like I've never seen in someone so young. If I could just get him in my lab for some experiments, I'm sure he could withstand more than the others.
That kid's 1 in a million, 9. But I'm not gonna let you turn him into one of your guinea pigs. I've got big plans for that mind.
So if you guys didn't realize, this game has a lot of dialogue. But then again, that's kind of to be expected considering it's from, Tim Schafer, which is all about, the adventure style games. Although, adventure point and click, more to say. But that said, this game is a mixture between that point and click kind of style, but it also has the aspects of kind of like a Super Mario 64 Banjo-Kazooie style game. Really mixes up both pretty good, I think. And yes, I'm gonna overwrite this old profile because this was my old recording attempt to make sure everything was all set up correctly. Hint, it wasn't. Okay, so let's actually put in my name correctly now. That's not correct. There we go. You'd think I would learn how to spell my own name after a while. But we got a little bit more dialogue to go through before we can get into the real meat of the game.
All right, settle down in here. Big day tomorrow. I want to see each and every one of you runts in my classroom at 0600 hours on the dot. I'm the early bird, and you're the worms. Got it? Now, lights out!
Ooh, we are now in the Matrix. Well, not
Okay,
really.
quick eye exam before we start. Huh? Look over that way, if you will.
This is your basic tutorial. All games
No,
have
that
it.
way.
What's really cool of the fact is if you don't move,
Look over there.
he'll continue to do different little quotes. I think there's like 4 or
Over
5.
there.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's a Psi challenge marker. The staff scatters these all over the camp to test the students. Every one of these you find advances you a whole rank.
There
Now
are
look up for
some
me if you will.
mild RPG elements in this game. The ranks will basically give you additional powers and additional
there.
abilities, or upgraded versions of your old abilities. Pretty useful,
Come on.
and I think there's about 101 in total of the game.
You see where
Not
I'm
sure
pointing?
just yet if I'm going to be going for that entirely.
Up there. Some of the old markers have fallen apart. You'll find bits of them flapping around loose. If you find enough of these Psi cards, you can put them together to make a brand new challenge marker. But you have to buy a Psi core at the camp store to hold them together. Keep ranking up, and before you know it, you'll be able to use brand new psychic powers. Stuff you didn't even know you could do.
And then when do I become a Psychonaut? Because I have to do that before my dad shows up to take me home. Hey, where'd he go? That guy looks so familiar.
Was he ever there to begin with? If you hadn't guessed, I'm a bit of a DBZ Abridged fan. Meh.
Hey, Raz! Hurry up! You don't want to be late for basic braining!
Woohoo! Basic braining is the best class ever! Woohoo!
Well, now that we're actually finally given proper control over the game, let's just go around and start collecting some of the stuff. This game very much is steeped in its adventure game, point-and-click adventure game roots. So you're gonna see a lot of dialogue everywhere. These are our arrowheads. Basically, the whole lore behind the game is that a lot of the psychic power that comes from this particular area is in the form of like a meteorite that fell down to Earth ages ago. So a lot of creatures and animals have psychic powers, and there's even arrowheads that were made out of this stuff. Let's get ourselves our first Psi card here. Basically, it's just telling us the same thing that the guy from the very beginning of the intro told us, is the fact that we can collect up to 9 cards, and we can then put them together with a challenge marker to go up a rank. Ranks will be important. As you see, we got a bit of a double jump here. You can even walk across this. That, believe it or not, has a bit of a story element to it on why Raz is capable of doing all this stuff. We will see that a bit later, though. And I apologize if I'm moving a little slow here in terms of this. I'm used to the remote when it comes to this game, and for the life of me, I could not figure out how to set my remote control to play alongside this. So I believe down there is something we can't get until we get a new power, so we'll just ignore that for now. Otherwise, we'll just continue to go around and get some more cards, get a few more arrowheads. Because since the arrowheads are the main currency of this game, we're going to need a lot of them, especially when we want to buy some stuff from the camp store later on. Alright, there we go. Here's what I'm talking about when it comes to some of the more adventure point-and-click stuff. Because the moment we approach these guys, they're going to start up some dialogue.
So, you're dating Elka now. Does that mean we won't hang out as much?
Shoot, I reckon things ain't gonna change one bit. Doggone it, partner. No woman's never gonna...
Hey, you're gonna make my boyfriend late for class. Come on, James. Come on.
Apparently, boyfriend means puppy in her mind. Or gimp. I don't know. But one thing I definitely would like to... I like to think is I almost like to think this is actually set within the same universe as, say, maybe the... What was that show? The Doug Show. Simply because of the fact that the characters look like they could be from the same designers, because it's like they're all odd colors and different weird shapes. Oh, wow. An actual core up here. It has been a while since I've tried to actually go through and collect every little thing here. So there are a few things that are hard, that are in like certain places I don't quite remember. I actually forget if you take falling damage. Apparently not. Alright. A few more little cutscenes here.
You know that cabin is empty, right?
Duh. I'm practicing for tonight, when it's gonna be full of ladies.
That kind of thing takes practice?
Excuse me, but my parents let me watch R-rated movies, so I think I know a little bit more about this than you do, okay?
Yeah, I'm not
And
touching.
by worse, did you possibly mean the best?
Stupid lame
Because that's what I was
people.
thinking.
No, I meant worst, as in I can't even believe we're friends, it's so bad.
Those guys are just talking about their band, which one wants to name the Levitators, the other one is, I believe, the Fire Starters. Honestly, that's just kind of it, and they go on for a long time, like silly long. And then here's one of my favorite characters, Dogen.
I'm telling you for the last time, no. I would never do that. I could never kill everyone.
Dun dun dun.
Hi, Raz.
Squirrel trouble?
They're liars is all. Whatever they tell you, it's a lie.
I'll take your word for it. You going to class?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there. As soon as I get these guys to shut up.
Maybe this is why Squirrel Girl's so powerful. I love that grin. And then Raz turns away, and then raining squirrel parts. I thought the hat was supposed to protect things from blowing up. Alright, I think there's at least one more little secret up here. I think it's just another card. Some of these things are going to be a lot easier to get later on, once we actually have more abilities. I don't think I can go any further. Yeah. See. What I find really funny is that for some reason Raz seems to know a lot of the characters' names already. Despite the fact that he's just joined up and he doesn't really know anyone. So, as try as you might, if you were to go on further, you're actually blocked from leaving this main area.
The rest of camp is off limits until you have a basic braining merit badge. Now get!
And I think there's an actual way to get around him in terms of like just jumping or doing something. I don't think I'm talented enough myself to do that though. But I think he blocks the way right now, and then in the future it's like two girls that say you have to have so many arrowheads to pass. But with that, let's go ahead and do basic braining like he said, because that's all the way up here. There's how you do it. These are just some of your basic attacks and abilities when you first start out. You'll get more as the game progresses.
Hey, where you going, Maloof?
Shh! I snuck out. That class is a death trap for crazy people. Listen, the coach is strong. At the start of class, he pulls you into his mind, and then there's nothing you can do about it. But once you're in, you can use these smelling salts to sneak out. Take mine. I don't need them anymore. I'm calling my parents to come get me before I get hurt.
Too late!
Bobby! Ah!
Hey, kid! You owe me 5 arrowheads for this week's protection service.
Cough it up, my loser, or you'll be coughing up bloody tears.
Hey, leave him alone.
I heard a rumor that you were raised in the circus. Well, let me put this in terms you'll understand. I'm the strong man around here.
Really? Because you look more like the cotton candy.
Benny, put this kid's death on my to-do list.
Come on, we'll see him in class.
Yeah, we'll settle this on the battlefield.
I love how they really do a really good job of making you hate this kid. Trust me when I say you pretty much want to deck him the first chance you see him. I still want to deck him, and I've played through this game quite a number of times. Anyway, everyone here is in a trance. If you try to talk to them,
They seem to all be in a trance while they astrally project themselves into the coach's psyche,
You
which
get
is
that.
awesome.
my favorite one of them all, of course, is this one. This one right here, simply because of she's kind of look like she's spazzing out. Lily back here, though, is special.
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
Whoops. Sorry.
Anyway, with that, I think it's actually time to go into Coach Oleander's mind. But I'll save that for next time. Until then, everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood Pokeprof, signing out.